Hey guys, Coach Sam here. It's Wednesday, May 1st, 2024. Man, we are getting through this year pretty fast. Today is back day. All right, so for prehab work, our warm up, we have our pulling prehab. It's going to be 3 rounds. You're going to be hitting 30 banded pull aparts, 20 Russian kettlebell swings with the light kettlebell, and 15 ring rows at a 45-degree angle. Remember, we talked about this on Tuesday in the warm up. Feel free to vary the angle of those banded pull aparts. Try to use a medium band there. Really squeeze your scapula, retract and protract it on the concentric and the eccentric portion. For those Russian kettlebell swings, that should light your back side up a little bit. Your erectors, your upper back, your hamstrings, get you ready for some pulling work. And those ring rows will really help get your pulling musculature, your teres, your lats, your rhomboids, and your biceps lit up for our first movement of the day, which is going to be our pre-fatigue. It's going to be pull-ups 3 ways. So this is 90 total pull-ups. It's 9 sets. The first 3 sets are 10 wide grip pull-ups. The second 3 sets are 10 chin-ups or reverse grip, palms facing you, or supinated grip, and then 10 cliffhanger pull-ups for the last 3 sets. Now, there is only about a 90-second rest in between these. So there's going to be some compounding fatigue. So where you need to make sure you're using band assistance. So because of the compounding fatigue, you guys are likely to be stronger on the front end than the back end. So if you can load the movement or you can do them with body weight, you're likely going to be able to do that up front. But on these pull-ups, we want you to be engaging your lat and your upper back musculature. So it's a little bit different than just pull-ups for repetitions if you were doing them in a conditioning style workout. So try to think about arching your upper back and then driving your elbows towards your hips. That's going to allow you to engage your upper back musculature and your lats more so than if you were just bending at the elbow, where a lot of the load will transition to your biceps. So pay close attention to that. And if that is too difficult to do with weight or body weight, feel free to use band assistance. Again, this is supposed to be hypertrophy work. It's supposed to stimulate your muscles for growth. And the best way to do that is to make sure that at least on back day, because back is a finesse muscle or lats are, your upper arm is going to influence what portion of or how much of your muscle fibers in your back are being recruited. All right, so for our heavy mechanical loading movement, it's going to be 4 supersets of a barbell bent over row with an underhand or supinated grip, supersetted with 20 dumbbell pullovers. And you can sub a cable machine with a tricep rope for that. So for these underhand bent over rows, make sure you're playing with the grip so it's not too close. It's not too wide. You ideally probably want your elbows to be right in line with the sides of your bodies on the way up there. And then for the hinge, about a 30 to a 45-degree angle is good for most people. Feel free to belt up on this if you have any concerns about maintaining your postural integrity during this movement. We don't want you to be in a compromised spinal position where you're transferring undue load to your lower back or your erector. So make sure you're maintaining a good postural integrity for those 10 heavy reps. Then moving on to the 20 dumbbell pullovers. So these dumbbell pullovers, you can assume a position that's, perpendicular to a bench. And then on the way down, get a good, nice stretch. It doesn't need to be overly egregious, but enough to where you feel a good stretch in your lats. And then on the way up, you don't really need to go probably above your forehead because there is, you lose tension on your lats the further you go in front of your head. And then if you're doing this with a tricep rope, you can do this when you're standing up, hinge over about the same angle, 30 to 45 degrees. And then on the way down, get a good, nice contraction at the bottom. And on the way up, make sure you get a good, nice squeeze. It'll probably be a good idea to, utilize a little bit of a tempo there where you're going, a 1 second down, a 1 second pause, 2 seconds up, and a 1 second pause at the top there to get a good, nice stretch. Now, just like yesterday, we have, put the conditioning work, one exercise block above the finishing work. So you have your optional CrossFit, energy system development, and our grunt work. You can choose your flavor of the week for what you guys are looking for. And then for a finisher, for a metabolic stress work, we have 3 supersets of 10 banded kettlebell gorilla rows per arm into 10 crush grip dumbbell bicep curls. So for these banded gorilla rows, you can also utilize dumbbells, but take a band through the handles of the kettlebell, stand on that band, and then you're going to want to assume a squat position, and then you're going to row one side and row the other side, and make sure that you are getting a good, nice, deep contraction at the top there. And then you can put the kettlebell or dumbbell back to the ground after that. And then 10 crush grip bicep curls. You're going to grab the outside of the dumbbells, keep your elbows pinned to your sides, get a good, nice 1, 2, 3 count up and a good, nice 1, 2, 3 count down. And then check out our core work and our recovery work, guys. It's there for you if you need it. And then we'll see you out there. Hope you guys have a great back day.